Welcome back to the Undrafted. I'm here with Nate.
Yo.
Today we'll be talking about the James Harden reports and what's been going on with the Houston Rockets and our thoughts on it. But before that, like and subscribe, comment, and let's get into the video. So, James Harden skipped the first practice of the season because he was at the club with Lil Baby the night before. And then he skipped the individual workout with the Houston Rockets later that evening. What are your thoughts on all that? You think he's gone, or what's your thoughts?
To be honest, I feel like he wants to go, but like the Rockets just aren't gonna especially because the season's about to start. They're not gonna trade him, and I don't think they're gonna if they did trade him, they'd want so much in return to where no team's gonna really do it. You know what I mean?
Well, it's James Harden.
Yeah, so I think he might just. I feel like he'll start the season with the Rockets, even though he doesn't want to be with the Rockets. I feel like he's not gonna be as engaged with the team.
I feel like he's confused on what direction they're going in because, well, I mean, obviously they're contending right now, but they still don't. I don't think they have enough pieces to beat the top teams in the West: the Lakers, Clippers, Mavericks, maybe Nuggets, all that. I don't know if they're beating the top teams in the West. And trading for a player who hasn't played in 2 years, and then DeMarcus Cousins too. He might just be not focused on the season right now. I don't know. Just not a good look at all.
Bro, to be honest, they can be like a top team, but that's only if DeMarcus and Wall stay healthy. We don't know if that's gonna happen. But
it's not even about that. It's if they come back the same from before their injuries. Or if we get 50% of DeMarcus.
Cousins will be fine. I think Cousins will be fine just because he won't be bad. You know what I mean? Just because he's a big Wall is a different story. He tore his Achilles, and Wall was the player who relied on his athleticism a lot.
But he's also a great playmaker next to Harden, so that's a plus. And he is a better shooter than Westbrook. Not by much, but he's still a better shooter.
Better 3-point shooter, I'd say.
Yeah. Now he's looking good in the videos I've seen. But what do you think of James Harden not being focused on the season, just hanging out with Lil Baby in the club and all that? What's that say about him as a teammate?
Yeah, but bro, he made it clear already, bro. He said he wants to be traded to the Nets. The Nets, I'm pretty sure they tried to do it, but the Rockets already said they'll be patient, they'll wait, they don't care. So
yeah.
That's why you need a GM like Sam Presti, you know what I mean? Sam Presti, he would have had Harden out of there already to the team he wanted.
5 picks.
He got what he wanted to return. He would got 40 picks.
40 picks. And what John Wall said about James Harden wanting to stay, he's talked to James Harden already, and he's ready to play with this team. But then you saw what James Harden posted on his story, that emoji. I think it's reaching, though. They're reaching. I don't know if he's talking about exactly what John Wall was talking about, but what do you think about that?
I feel like he is. I feel like it's just Harden being petty, to be honest, because right when I seen the notification about what Wall said, literally 5 minutes after, bro, I see that on Harden's story. Someone sent me it. I see that on Harden's story. Bro, why would Harden just post that on a story for no reason, bro? No, no words, no nothing, just one emoji that looks like that. Come on. And I feel like that just ruins chemistry even more, to be honest. Cause that's making Wall look like a clown right now.
Yeah.
Cause he said Harden's ready to come back, and then Harden basically he was capping that side.
He said Harden was ready to come back, and then he didn't even show up to the practice, and then he had that thing on his story.
It's just Harden. He doesn't bro. He was dancing fine at the party, bro.
At the club, for real.
Yeah. I don't know, bro. Honestly.
Hey, I mean, they don't talk about Harden as a teammate like they do about Westbrook and all that. He drove out. He drove out Dwight Howard. Drove out Chris Paul. Westbrook requested a trade, and they're best friends. But no one wants to talk about. They want to talk about how Westbrook ruined the Rockets, but they don't want to talk about Harden's been driving out players.
Bro, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, bro, I like Harden is not a good leader. Like, he's really not. Like, he's not a good leader. I've never seen Harden really like be committed and try to push his teammates, bro. Like, he's like, it's like sometimes he just looks like he doesn't care, bro. Like, literally.
Mhm.
It just looks like he's like.
He just wants his. He just wants his.
And he's careless. Like, if he doesn't have the ball, he'll just be standing there like he's not in the game or something.
Like he'll get you buckets, he'll get you ticket sales. But like Kobe said, he won't. Like Kobe said, his play style will not win you a championship. And when Kobe says that, that's how you know. But
and that's no disrespect to Harden. He just gotta be like, he gotta be more engaged when he doesn't have the ball. It's not just ISO. Like, bro, even Kyrie's probably one of the best one-on-one players in the NBA right now. And even Kyrie is not going straight ISO the whole game. Like, you see how he played with LeBron?
I mean, that's LeBron. James Harden's always been the...
Celtics, though, like, other players, it's not Kyrie straight ISO.
No, Celtics, let's not talk about... The Celtics, if you ask Oos...
I'm not saying he did good with the Celtics.
That was a disaster, yeah.
I'm talking about play style.
We're going to have to see him with Kevin Durant, because I don't think there's a clear leader. Like, on the Cavs, there's a clear leader. It was LeBron.
I think KD's going to be the leader.
I mean, we're gonna have to see because he wasn't really. Russell Westbrook was the vocal leader in OKC.
Yeah, but it's that point in KD's career.
Draymond Green was the vocal leader in Golden State. Not the best player, vocal leader. And then we're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see on the Nets.
Yeah, but I think KD can be the leader. Like he could be.
Yeah, we'll see about that. But if James Harden was traded, what would be a good destination for him? Like a reasonable destination.
So not the Nets?
Well, they don't have the assets for him.
I mean, they have LeVert, Dinwiddie, and they'll probably get rid of Allen with it too. And like, to be honest, if I was the Nets, I wouldn't do that.
For James Harden, you're gonna get rid of your depth for James Harden.
No, I still wouldn't do it. That's just because there's a risk of it not working out. I'd rather just keep KD and Kyrie.
It's more safe. It's more safe to keep LeVert, Dinwiddie, great role players. They know their role.
And they have to get rid of a bunch of picks, bro.
Exactly, and they don't have to try to make it work because they have LeVert and Dinwiddie. They already know their role. They know KD and Kyrie are the clear number 1 and 2 options. They don't have to fight with Harden.
Don't forget, KD and Kyrie didn't get traded to Brooklyn, so it's not like they lost picks or something. They still have like a lot of picks too.
They didn't lose players or anything. They just had to get rid of D'Lo. They replaced him with Kyrie and KD.
They would have to trade their future for Harden. Like, I wouldn't do it. But
how about Philly?
Harden, I feel like a reasonable place would be like the Sixers.
You think Philly? Yeah.
Like a team like that.
Philly, they have the young players. They're willing to trade assets for him. They're trying to win now with Embiid because you never know. Embiid might leave. They're not. It's not like they're winning anything right now.
And then, what do you call it?
And then Daryl Morey's their GM.
Harden and Embiid will work out, though.
Harden and Embiid?
How do you think Harden and Embiid get?
I feel like it would work out, because think about him with Harden with Capella. Embiid can catch lobs, and he can pick and pop. And Embiid can even create his own shot, too. I feel like it would work.
I feel like it's just two big egos, though. I'm not talking about the skills there.
I mean, they have Doc Rivers as a coach.
Like,
Doc Rivers is
one of the best guys.
Doc Rivers is not a bad coach. I feel like it would work. I just don't know if the Sixers will be willing to, because they'd have to trade Tobias Harris to match the money.
Simmons would have to probably be gone, right?
Simmons, his role would shrink a lot. Because what's he gonna do? He's not. That's what I don't get. Because Simmons, he'd have to be gone because him and Harden would not work out. Because Harden's gonna want the ball, and Simmons can't do anything off the ball besides they're gonna make him a cut, catching like a lob guy.
Nah, he'll be gone. Because look, if the Nets,
he's not a shooter.
If the Rockets won't even take LeVert, Dinwiddie, and whatever the Nets are offering.
Okay, Simmons is better than LeVert and Dinwiddie. And he's younger. He's shown more. He's already an all-star.
That's what I'm saying. Ben Simmons is gone.
Yeah, he has to be.
There's no way the deal happens without Simmons.
He has to be, yeah. Okay, well, that's it for the video. Comment down below what direction you think the Rockets are going, if James Harden's getting traded, and we're out.